Started with that recording. Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining today. Welcome to the APA Style Manual New Features webinar. My name is Nicole Smutney. I am a customer success specialist here on the customer engagement team at APA Publishing. I'm joined by my colleague, Jana Pariser. She is here to help with any questions that you might have. I'm going to be demoing the features in APA Style Manual here in a minute. Feel free to share in the chat where you're joining from. I definitely recognize some names, so it's great to see some familiar names joining us today. But we are excited to share with you 3 new features. Some of them might not be super duper new, but 2 of them I'm super duper excited about. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to turn off my videos just so that way my internet doesn't get too laggy as we're working. All right. So hopefully everybody can see my screen here for APA Style Manual. All right. So we have 3 things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk a little bit about the search, which I think most people are pretty familiar with, but I'm just going to go over how that has changed a little bit. And then we are going to also talk about 2 more pieces as well. One is embedded within the search, and then the other one is in the lessons. So our search feature from when we first launched to now has been updated. Some of you are already familiar with that. It is our semantic search. So instead of being keyword matching like it was previously, it is now looking at what is going to make sense. You can search for words, phrases, full sentences. You can kind of do a whole bunch of different things here. So one of my favorite ones that I like to do is, how do I cite a video? So I can type as a full sentence, and it is going to find matching by keywords and relevance. So we have got number 1 here, we've got YouTube video or streaming video, film or video here in another language. We suggest, or we recommend that if you're not finding what you're looking for in those first 10 results, then it's a good idea to rephrase your question to see if we can get something more relevant to you in your site, in your search here. I can see that I've got a lot of relevant searches in this beginning part here, so I know that I can find what I'm looking for. And maybe you've already noticed this addition here of the APA Style blog as a tab in the search. So one of the things that we have added is direct linking to the style blog. So our APA Style team, the authors of the publication manual, they curate a wonderful blog that has a lot of really wonderful information related to the publication manual, best practices for writing, citations, but they also talk about some current updates and changes in writing or relevant information in academics. Specifically, one that's very, very important that we talk a lot about is AI and generative AI. So we've decided to add in this link to the style blog as a way to find additional relevant information that is up to date with the most current information from the style team. So one of the things that you will have as an option for searching results, you have the publication manual, of course, comes up as number 1, lessons is number 2, but then the style blog shows right there as the 3rd option. And it's fantastic because it will find, again, relevant information to what your search query was. And then you can head out to that blog post. So it will pull you out to the blog where you can see the information. It goes in and, we can find that matching material to your searches this way. It's really great to have this as an additional resource for that up-to-date information, especially when we're talking about something like generative AI. Because if I search generative AI in the search feature here, You'll notice that I've got some stuff that kind of relates to it, but not really. None of these talk about AI because AI and generative AI was not really a thing when the most recent version of the publication manual was published. However, we know that it's a big issue and a big topic here in the academic space, in the academic writing space. So we can see that we have links to the APA style blogs guidance on generative AI. And you'll also notice that we have lessons linked here as well. We have recently added 2 brand new lessons for AI references, how to format references for AI, and also how to use AI in academic writing. So these 2 lessons were developed with the APA style team to ensure that they go along with APA style guidelines and they're up to date with the most, you know, relevant information for what we've been seeing in academic writing with AI. It's a big deal. It's a topic that we get asked about a lot. The style team gets asked about a lot. So we figured this would be a good place for us to add that relevant additional information that's not necessarily in the pub manual, but it's super relevant to our students as we are working in this space today. So we've got the first one is the fundamental writing skills using AI in academic writing. It's just like the rest of the lessons. It's set up the same exact way where we have our overview and it has some information about it, has a review and a learn more section. So this will go through that. It's those interactive, short, brief, quick lessons that has some information for you to talk about, what this one obviously goes into the shortcomings of AI use policies, ways to cite, no citation required AI, but also in the review, it goes over a nice overview. And then in the learn more, it also links back to the APA style blog to go over the series on citing generative AI in academic writing. The other lesson here is also marked with this blue new icon here is the AI reference. So it's specifically using that style team guidelines on how to go about citing an AI reference. And so it has a way of showing how to go about doing that and what way you would do that within your reference list if you were to use AI in your writing and that sort of thing. One thing that we do want to make sure to point out is that, of course, this is just some general information and guidelines. Your institution, of course, will have their own specific information about what is and isn't allowed as far as generative AI use within writing. And so always recommend that students follow that guideline to make sure that they're adhering to academic dishonesty policies and making sure that they're within that. But we thought that these 2 lessons would be very helpful since we have this brand new day and age of, AI and all sorts of fun stuff in the academic space. So those are our 3 big things that we were going to hit on today with the search feature, the AI lessons, and the links to the style manual, or not the style manual, the style blog. Any questions, anything at all that I can go over, anything additional that might be helpful?
Hey, Nicole, this is Jeff. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jeff, how are ya?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I had a question about it's good to have the blog available within the manual to get the relevant hits. And I
Mhm.
had a question.
Sure.
We have enabled the version of psych articles
Mm-hmm.
via the PsycNet platform
Okay.
where it's an internal AI where you can prompt it
Mm.
to get you can prompt it. It's like you're looking at an article and you can prompt it the AI feature and it will
Yeah.
give you, I forget what they call the little numbers. They refer back
Yes.
to the article. So is
Mm-hmm.
that something I'll look, but is there
Mm-hmm.
something that's is that addressed in the blog because it's a new feature
That's a,
or is it a new lesson? Is it one of the
um,
lessons?
I think that information, as far as like using of course, it's all the way down here at the bottom. I think using it and like talking about that is going to be in this lesson. But I can also find some more specific information about the PsycNet feature with that, the AI prompting in it, and how that would kind of fall within that. So let me find out that information and get back to you on that.
Okay, thanks.
You are so welcome. All right. Other questions? Anything else to add?
Nicole, can I add something?
You absolutely can. Please feel free.
Yeah, I wanted to just highlight, I'm sure you all get my messages. I love to send those out. However, I wanted to point out that the revision to the search feature is a direct result from faculty and librarians. So we immediately heard back from a few institutions on how the search wasn't functional for students or faculty. And so we immediately, our product team went back to the drawing board and was able to kind of revise that so it comes up using that natural language that people are so used to using now. So that's why I feel like it's so important to just highlight the fact that we're listening to the feedback. So anytime you come across something in the platform that you think doesn't quite work, we'd love to hear about it. We also have this feedback tab here. It's now available, or will be available with or without an account, because we did notice that creating accounts, most users are just going in and using the manual. So any type of feedback is so helpful for us, because it gives us a way to evolve the platform so that it works for all of the customers. So please feel free to send us any requests or ideas, and we can take that back to the product team.
Yes, definitely. We learn from you all, and we love hearing feedback. Um, it's one of the best ways that we can work with the product team to make sure that we're meeting your needs. And like Jana said, like the search updates were in direct relation to user feedback. So we really appreciate that. So that way it's been working better to meet y'all's needs. Any
I
other
noticed
questions?
oh, sorry, Nicole. I
Oh, go
noticed the
ahead.
searching. I didn't realize that it searched all of the highlights and notes and bookmarks. Did I misread that when you were demonstrating that part?
Oh, I'm not logged in, so it didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
it didn't
it
pull it up.
will, but I'm not logged
Okay.
in. I, like you said, a lot of times people don't log in with their account. But if you are logged in with your account, let me go back and do that. Pull in. And I do a search for citations or something, it will also look for my highlights, notes, and bookmarks. So I have notes and bookmarks for that type of search as well. Now, this is only if you're logged in, but if you're not logged in, it won't pull any highlights, notes, and bookmarks because there's no saved content to pull. But it will still pull from the style blog, the lessons, and the publication manual, whether you're logged in or not.
That's great,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
especially if you have a lot of them.
Yes, definitely. I also really love the way that we've collapsed it so that like all of the front matter doesn't like show up here and immediately. It goes straight into the chapters of the publication manual instead of having like, you know, the table of contents and the dedication page and this and that. And it actually goes straight into the content, which is what most people are looking into anyway. Um, so we've got some great updates there. Um, as always, if you have questions, please reach out to us anytime. If you have any support that you need or anything that you want to share, we've got the feedback tab on the side, but then we also at the bottom have the contact us. That will pull up the APA Publishing Learning Commons, where we have our self-help articles, plus we also have the contact form to reach out to support. Again, these are real people that email you back. And so it's not just a, thanks, we got your message and that's it. You get a confirmation, plus then you get a support from one of us on the CE team, and we are always happy to help. So if there's anything that we can do at any time, please make sure to reach out, and we really appreciate you spending some time with us today. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you.